Hey folks, welcome to the live stream. Good afternoon to those of you who are here today. James with Team Finish Strong. I'm getting ready to do a social group ride today. And so I just wanted to give you guys a heads up from the start. If you're looking to want to participate, feel free to ride along. It's the out and back course that we're doing today. And I'm going to be jumping over there into our official meetup in just a moment. But you guys can join along if you want informally and sign up. For those of you who want to know how to participate in the official meetup, what we've done this week is we sent out an invite on the Zwift companion app to anyone who followed my profile on Zwift. So you can do that. What I may do, because I'm right at the limit of 100 followers right now, and I can only send out 100 invites. In the future, if you do want to participate in group rides, just come on over to my Strava and sign up there. And make sure you also follow me on Zwift, and I'll send out invites specifically to those who are interested, who have mentioned an interest in Strava. Because if I get over 100 followers, I can't invite everybody, unfortunately, through the app. So this is an easy pace group ride, like I said, about a social pace. It's going to be 2.0 watts per kilogram average for the duration. And what we'll probably do today is we will probably make it your own pace up the volcano climb. Man, look at that person barreling down the jungle circuit on a treadmill. Anyhow, so that's the plan for today's group ride. Appreciate you guys joining in. Feel free to say hello in the chat. Let us know how you guys are doing today. So on this sunny Sunday afternoon, we're going to try this first ever. There's actually two firsts we're trying today. We're doing this first virtual meetup, and we are also going to try our first giveaway, which I am going to go ahead and do here right at this moment. So how you're going to participate in the giveaway, if you want to participate, go on over to my Twitch channel. You'll see a link to the Twitch channel in the description if you're following on YouTube today. And it should be as easy as clicking on the follow button on the stream. And if you are following, then you will go ahead and be eligible to enter the giveaway. And I'll go ahead and get that started here. Forgive me here while I do some behind-the-scenes setup. And then we'll jump over to the meetup here in just a second. All right. So this is a beta test giveaway. It's our first. We're giving it a try. I could only get it in testing, working on Twitch. So right now, that's why we're doing it over on Twitch. And if we can get it working in the future, if this goes well and it's working pretty well, we may try to find out how to get it working on YouTube eventually. But for now, this is a Twitch thing. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and start the giveaway. All right, it is officially started. The giveaway is open for 1 hour. So, to enter the giveaway, you need to go ahead and enter by typing exclamation point or raffle to enter the raffle. I think it's also in the comments. If you look there, in the chat, you'll see the instructions on how to enter. So feel free to go ahead and enter, and the winner will be picked at the end, which will be in about an hour, and then we'll find out how to get that Garmin Garmin cadence sensor to you. That's what we're giving away today. All right, so that's going. Let's go ahead now and head on over. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, about 5 minutes left to meet up. I'd probably wait just a couple more minutes. Get 1 more kilometer in. But so like I said, today's route is They certainly do want me to go on over to that meetup, don't they? Not yet. So it's the out and back course. So those of you who are not familiar with out and back, it's almost completely flat, except for the little undulations in Watopia that we have on the Watopia flat course. There's portions of that. We ride through Fuego Flats, and we do have one KOM that we're summiting today. It's the Volcano KOM. So not the hardest KOM in Watopia by any stretch of the imagination. And we're going to take it at our own pace. So feel free to jump on. All right. I got to make sure here. Okay. But I don't miss my own meetup. Now, as all things beta are, there's always going to be glitches. So I'm just waiting for my glitch to happen. I don't know when it's going to happen, but we'll see. All right, let's see if I can do this. That didn't work. How about this? There we go. Trying to get a couple more tents here, and we'll get on over. So if you're watching today's broadcast, what our channel usually has on it, usually has racing. Occasionally, if there's stage events like Tour Watopia, Tour Zwift, we'll do some group rides associated with that as well. And of course, you're always welcome to ride along on any of those, or race against me if you want. But so today is actually a little bit different than what we normally do. With the pandemic being what it is, the social distancing, we've had to curtail official group rides for the team. So we're trying this as a way to have some folks be able to come on out. All right, so I think we're just going to sit and chill here, and I'm going to get rid of this mountain bike while we're talking. And we're just going to have a conversation. Be plenty of time to chat, so feel free to throw your Zwift questions out there, your racing questions out there in the chat, and I'll answer those as I can. And any other questions that you might have. All right, well, I can't, it's not really what I want. I'm sorry. All right, we want the garage. We'll pull out my trusty concept. Gotta love those tall socks. I don't know how I ended up going back to tall socks. I think Zwift must have mandated it. Maybe they were reading the rules of cycling and decided that tall socks was mandatory. Because I certainly did select them. All right, we got 2 minutes here. Let me go ahead and just say hi to everybody in the group chat here. Oh, if I can get it working. And you guys, there. What is going on here? Oh, I know what I need to do. I'm sorry. This is going to be a little clunkier than I thought. Let's see, did that actually work? I don't know how these virtual meetups work. Like I said, this is a first, and I really didn't even see my message post. I hope it did. Hey, if you guys that are in the meetup are also watching on YouTube, please holler back at me and let me know if you're getting this information. Because as you all know from my streams, I really don't do a lot of texting while I'm riding. It's not something I give people credit who can do it. I see people in races having conversations and banter while they're fighting for a position. I don't understand how they can do that. But yeah. So let me know, guys. Those particularly on the group ride. Oh, we are getting ready to go here. All right. There we are. Okay. So I didn't know if I was even able to chat with anybody. I tried twice, and it didn't even look like it posted anything. So if it's posting privately on your all screens, that's great. We'll figure this thing out. So we'll start off nice and slow. We'll get everybody grouped up, and then we'll try to head on out at a good pace here. Once we got everybody grouped up, I think we had 5 or 6 sign up. So we'll just kind of wait here. I may be a little bit short on the typing. Okay, hey Nick. Okay, I see you in the YouTube chat. That might actually work better for me too. If you all are following along on YouTube, we can make sure we stay together. We can communicate better. Okay, so you saw my messages. Okay, you can see my messages in Zwift. That's good because I can't tell if they're actually going out or not from my side. All right. So no dropouts, please. No dropouts. But so we'll start out. I don't know exactly how many we got. I will say this: for those of you who are listening on YouTube, if you are participating in the ride and you want to head out at your own pace, feel free to leave the group at any time that you want. If you're only planning on a half-hour workout or an hour workout, feel free to stay as long as you want. When we hit the volcano climb, it'll be climb at your own pace, and we'll regroup at the top. And that's pretty much it. Other than that, I'm going to have to figure out a way maybe to get a Discord channel set up at some point so we can make this a little bit more fun for those who are participating. Like I said, if you're the best way to communicate with me during the stream is on the chat, the YouTube chat, or for that matter, the Twitch chat, and I can communicate that. It'll be at least something we can communicate out to everybody a little bit easier. Okay. All right. I think we've got everybody here. We'll go ahead and I'm going to try to maintain a consistent pace, and holler at me if I don't. All right. Hey, Greg, good to see you out there. Greg, Nick, Mr. Whitworth, and Mr. Drucker. It's not on. I don't have everybody's first names memorized yet. We'll get it all together here in a little bit. What we may do, our group is still kind of trying to merge up and get together, so we might hang off the back of a larger group on the flats, and then we'll just see how things go. And y'all can let me know what you think about the pace for these group rides. To make it as inclusive as possible. No, sorry, Nick, to answer your immediate question, the rubber band is not on. I did that to allow folks to maintain their own pace. Again, if you decide that you want to leave the group at some point and finish a workout, maybe do some sprints or intervals or whatever at the end, that way I'm not holding you guys back. You guys can head out and do that. If you'd rather have the rubber band on, for the next one, let me know. I found, for me, it gives me a kind of a warped sense of reality when I'm riding, and I never liked it personally for myself. But I think at 2.0, this is an inclusive of pace, enough of a pace, I should say, to get everybody to be able to stay grouped up. But for that matter, if you guys are looking to do some intervals on the group ride, and you want the rubber band to keep you attached, we can look at that for some future streams. All right, great, Nick. So that's what we're doing here. One of the goals, there's actually two goals I have, well, a lot of goals I have for the stream today. Try out this group riding thing. I hope you guys like it. If it's something that you all enjoy, we can do more of these. I picked a fairly easy course to start with, the Outback. again, to be as inclusive as possible. And since I have this major event coming up in the fall, I am looking to increase both the length as well as the amount of climbing on these rides. So once again, feel free to join in, and if you have to bow out at a shorter time frame than what is allowed for the ride, always feel free to do so. It's not bad etiquette if you need to leave. But so we're starting off easy. We'll probably maybe hit the jungle circuit. I'm trying to think of what that one's called. It could be Road to Ruins. We might do that next week. If you guys have any favorite courses that you want, feel free to let me know in the chat, and we'll put it on the schedule. I've got some. One of my goals is try to get a lot of these Zwift routes completed that are on the achievements board. Oh yeah, okay, yep, yeah. We're on tarmac almost exclusively today. Almost exclusively out and back. Next week, Road Ruins, we might make use of those mountain bikes. So if you're looking to try to complete that mission for May, what mission is that? The ceramic speed mission. I'll probably include some off-road riding on the group ride if you guys want to get some of those kilometers in on that. I know I'd like to complete it. Sounds interesting. In fact, I don't do a lot of mountain biking on Zwift at all. So any of these times that can goad me into doing that are good. Nick, appreciate you leading us out there. Good strong pulls there from Nick. We appreciate it. All right, I've got some more socks. All right, calories to burn, no less. Have to check it out. Just hit level 36. That's what makes Zwift interesting, is all the different ways that you can explore Zwift, both in the game in terms of terrain, or achievements, or levels for that matter. Things to keep you coming back and looking forward to it. Mr. Whitworth, as far as racing bees, I am right at the bottom of at the top of the C's, bottom of the B's if I were to ever get back there. It's basically a function of my FTP, which is rather on the low side, pretty poor actually. I tried all last year with Fusion ECT, World of Fusion, some VO2 max workouts on the side, and I just really could not increase my FTP by even 5 watts over the course of last year. So I think I've kind of plateaued in that regard. If you guys have any suggestions on how to increase it, let me know. But for now, it looks like I'm in the C's and probably going to stay there. I'm 50, and from what I read about the science behind aging and fitness is that you do lose certain percentages as you get into your later 40s and then into your 50s, and then the decline usually gets more rapid from there. I haven't really started out at a high level of fitness. I really didn't cycle that much in my late 20s and 30s and into my 40s for that matter. So I don't have a strong base of fitness to work from here. I've just been riding for the last 4 years. But if you go back far enough in my library of YouTube videos, you will see me suffer very greatly in the B category. So I put my dues in. I really did. For a long, long time. A whole year, actually. But I'm very comfortable here in the C's. I think the danger of overtraining is less now that I'm in the C's. I definitely think there were times when I was overtraining in the B category. I'm definitely putting too much intensity in too many times per week. But I still think there's a lot of value in riding with folks that are much faster than you. I've been on some local group rides where it was a sufferfest the whole ride. I mean, literally, I'd be looking forward to stop signs so I'd have a chance to catch my breath. That's how hard those group rides were. And I hated it when they rolled through the stop signs and didn't stop. It was terrible. But I saw my fitness improve over the last couple of years where I can actually hang with those folks now. So they're not the terror that they once were for me. So I guess in that sense I've seen improvement. But here on Zwift, man, you guys know it's a shark tank in the B and the ACAT. I got to hand it to you guys that are swimming in those waters because that's really tough. That is tough. A lot of strong people out there, and the influx of pros and elite amateurs to Zwift this year because of the pandemic, I'm sure has made the playing field that much more stacked. So, yeah, I give you guys all the credit. In fact, there's been one or two folks that I was in the BCAT with that I've seen actually move up to the A's and win an A race or two. So I, really encouraged to see some folks getting stronger through Zwift. It certainly is possible. Now, as far as weight training is concerned, to answer some of your questions, gentlemen, I do not weight train. Even though I'm a sprinter, I don't generally do weight training. I have to watch my knees to a certain degree, so I try to keep all of my training as low impact as possible. But weight training can definitely help if you're younger, if you've got good knees. You can certainly add weight training, squats and other things as a complement if you're looking to try to improve your sprint. Just sprinting, just getting out there on the bike and doing sprints, doing standing starts in a big gear, or sprinting in big gears instead of high cadence sprints. Those can help increase your sprint power too. And I'm trying to understand your last statement there, Nick, as far as being on a ride with one. I'm not really sure. I think that may have pertained to something I said earlier. I apologize. And as far as the, just put another plug in here for the raffle. We've got about 40 minutes left of the raffle here, folks. So if you're looking for a bike cadence sensor, either for yours or maybe a family member, just enter in !raffle in the chat. You do have to be a Twitch follower though for it to take. This raffle is going through Twitch, I think. So, yeah, sign up, get that free speed cadence sensor. I know that particularly on trainers, my last trainer I had, and even the trainer that I'm on now, the cadence, as I'm sure you guys know, is a calculated thing on a trainer, whether it be direct drive or wheel on. They don't know how fast your legs are spinning. So having a cadence sensor can really help complement the metrics that you're trying to capture from your training sessions. Especially if you have a training plan through like Trainer Road or something like that, where they're specifying the cadences as well as the powers. Right now, the reason why I don't even need a cadence sensor myself is because I'm using pedal-based power meters, so they're able to calculate the cadence directly, measure it directly. All right, well, we're doing good, guys. I haven't really been paying attention to the average, so my apologies if we've been going slow or fast. It's going to be probably a little, thankfully this is so flat, it's probably not going to be too surgy on this, at least this section. So then we come out of Fuego Flats, and I think we're going to head out towards the S's and then head on over to the volcano. So a medium length, I'd say, social ride today. Hopefully be wrapped up maybe in a little over an hour. An hour from now probably. So I usually don't ride too much at this pace, so I'm kind of guessing. So y'all can grade me as a ride leader here. I don't mind the constructive criticism, because I'll have to admit this is running a stream and a group ride at the same time is something of a new challenge for me, I guess you'll say. So everybody's looking good. I think we're all still together. I'm probably the last one in the group now. We might see how this group looks like. This group that we got here is could be one that we could just stick with. I think we'll probably just kind of hover with these other folks until we start moving up and out the flats. If you all are agreeable, we can push the pace up to like maybe a 2.5, heading up out of Fuego flats, and on some of the 1 to 2%ers grades that we see in and around La Sophie. If you guys, I'm pretty sure you guys are probably all going to be all okay with that. But if not, let me know. I'll keep an eye as best as I can on everybody. Make sure we're all still together. Well, thankfully, Nick, today we are on a. You can see by my heart rate, we're at a pace that I can actually breathe at. It's not race pace today. Race pace, I can probably get a few words out at best sometimes. And if you see me super silent, then you know I am right at the limit. So there's your intel report for those of you who want to spy on Finish Strong for other teams. You can do some intelligence here on my races. If there is even such a thing in the CCAT, I don't know. I don't know how seriously folks take the CCAT. I know that some A-level Zwifters, they even go so far as to hide up their power-up on their live streams to make sure people can't tell what they got. So, pretty shrewd race tactics, actually. And it probably matters at that level, you know? It's like when you get to the high level, right, in the sport, difference of 1 or 2% can actually affect outcomes of races, you know, when you're at the very pinnacle of the sport. And I'm sure it's the same way in the virtual. So, all right, so here we go. We'll keep about 2.5, and I'll see how it goes. And if y'all don't like it, just let me know, and we'll drop back down. Okay, one thing I like about group rides already, I've done 10 kilometers, and it doesn't even feel like 10 kilometers yet. It's definitely makes the kilometers pass faster. In fact, I have to really thank y'all for helping me finish that uber long group ride that I did, the 100-kilometer ride, metric, for that Parley speed mission, which I did not win the bike, by the way. So, Greg, are you riding on a Parley RC7 now? Just checking. Trying to figure out who took that bike from me. But yeah, I rode all those kilometers, didn't get the bike, but it was fun. I enjoyed the stream, and Bike Beast, you know, kudos out to Bike Beast for even jumping impromptu into the bike event, or the ride rather, and accompanying me towards the end, helping me get to finish. Those long rides on Zwift, let me tell you, they are brutal. Sometimes I wish they'd put some stop signs in Zwift just to give your legs a break. No bike? Oh. All right, well, maybe Parley will announce who actually got it. It looked like a pretty nice bike. I saw on their contest rules, it was like I think it was a $12,000 bike they were giving away. So this was no small thing they were giving away. That would have been a really nice ride to get. My dream bike, of course, is a Trek and Madone, but if I ever get one of those, I don't know. Don't know if I could afford that. All right, so let's see. I think I'm going to guess we're going to take a right turn. We're not heading up to the Epic KOM today. We'll save that for a future ride, but looking to do, I think, a right and then a left at the next tee. Head on over to the S's and towards the volcano. And there she is in the distance. We're doing pretty good, guys. I don't know if I can take any credit for how well we're staying together. I know in a lot of these other events, you got I won't name any folks, but I've even seen the occasional group ride on Zwift where the ride leader is cursing the folks in the group ride because none of them can stay together or try to respect the group. But we got a really good group today, nice tight group. I missed that last comment. I'm not sure who just said that. I missed it on Zwift there. Sorry. Zwift doesn't keep them up very long. But yeah, so we're really doing really good here, folks. We are getting close to halfway. And for those of you who are getting set up on your trainer while I was kind of outlining the ride today, what we're going to do is we're going to do a ride at your own pace, not necessarily a race, but just ride at your own comfortable pace up the volcano KOM, and you can either stop at the top and wait for me if you're ahead of the beacon, or if you end up behind the beacon, we'll wait for you. We've got, looks like 5, not including myself today, in the group, so I'll make sure we have 5 when we head back down. And then we'll wrap this one up. But don't forget, folks, let me know in the chat or in the comments afterward if you have a particular course you'd like to see on one of these group rides, and we'll accommodate it. You know, what I've been even thinking of doing, one of the things that Finish Strong does here in our area that I really enjoy is a thing called a bakery ride. And it's a ride up into the foothills of the Appalachians here in the Greenville area. And just some great riding. The Hincap to Grand Fondo goes up that way. And just really cool. And at the very top in Saluda, they have a bakery that would stop at that has absolutely the best confectionaries you can get. And so I wouldn't mind trying to replicate that in Zwift somehow, albeit everyone would have to bring their own favorite pastry, I guess. But maybe we'll do something that either includes the Epic KOM and maybe like the pretzel or something like that. We could stop at the radio tower and take a little break, maybe a 5-minute break to have something to eat, and then continue on. Because I am looking to try to do some super long rides in Zwift this year. As long as this pandemic still keeps us locked down close to home, if I'm going to have any chance of surviving this Grand Fondo later this year, I've got to do some big rides in Zwift. So you guys are free to join along in the suffering and come along. But we'll try to make it interesting and maybe do something like that and break it up. All right, good. We're still together. For those who aren't on the stream, I'm just gonna blast out a little message here. Okay, there we go. Hey, it actually worked. I can see it. Okay. Let me know too if you guys have any suggestions on an adjustment in the pace. If you like 2.0, we'll keep it there. I think for these longer efforts, I'm probably not going to go too much above 2.5 at the most if we're really going to turn it into a all-out workout. Because I just don't think I have the endurance to try to go above 2.5 for longer climbs and anything over an hour and a half, I'd say. So, but just let me know. We want to make this enjoyable for everybody, so, and respect everyone's time. All right, so at the S's here, we've got another opportunity to pick the pace up just a little bit. If everybody's good to go, you can give me a thumbs up or something, let me know. We'll try to go somewhere between 2.0 and 2.5 here. At least up the S's. And then I think we're heading down out of the Italian village and into the realm of the volcano. Once we get past this. All right. I know what I can do. Actually learned this not too long ago. Here we go. Kudo mom, or right on mom. Does it work? Oh, maybe it doesn't work. Okay, there we go. It does work in meetups. All right. I'm going to slow it down just a little bit here, make sure everybody's caught on. I see you back there, Nick. I'm just going to bring it down a little bit, make sure we're all caught back on. Now, if you're looking to get some intervals in off the back, Nick, just let me know, and we won't send a sweeper for you. Just let us know. Okay. I'll tell you, I've been on some group rides that they advertise like 2.5, and then they hit the dirt right at the bottom of the Italian village, or even going down into the Italian village, and they're doing 3.5 downhill. And I've gotten spat out the back so many times. I just got tired of those group rides. I'm like, come on, folks, 2.5. Where do you get 3.5 from 2.5? So we don't want this to be one of those group rides today. I actually had a pretty decent workout yesterday. Went down into the jungle circuit trying to get some mountain bike kilometers in for this this mission, and worked on trying to do a PB in out in the Titans Grove KOM, and but had a pretty good experience yesterday. I felt pretty strong. I was encouraged by that. Usually I melt on that KOM. It just seems to drag a little bit longer than I like it to. Sort of like the volcano KOM, actually. That volcano KOM just seems like it goes forever. And the suffering just seems like it's never going to end. If you guys know what I mean. When you're doing it at race pace. Which we will not be doing today. But I think that's the, of all the KOMs, I think that's the one that I dislike the most, is the volcano. If I see races that involve that, I usually steer away. And the suffering just seems to be magnified on the slopes of that horrific mountain. All right. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and kind of soft pedal down here and stay together on the downhill until we get into the flat part of the Italian village, and then we'll, once we're grouped back up, we'll head on out at 2.0 again. All right, everybody back on. I'm a little bit on the heavier side, so I tend to go downhill faster than everybody else without even trying. In fact, if you guys saw my race video from the Hincappy Spring Series, that's pretty much what saved me from getting dropped earlier in the race. It's just, oh no, okay, we're not heading down that way. Okay, we're going to probably loop around a different way. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, on that Spring Series, there was one particular long grade going downhill that while everybody else was pedaling on, I was just coasting on, like 0 watts. And I figured, what the heck, why should I use the brake when I'm at the back of the pack? So I just decided to just coast on up past everybody to the front. And after about, I'd say after about 3 or 4 laps, about 3 laps of that, people were catching on and blocking me from going down the breakdown lane, so to speak, to pass everyone. But that was fun. I do enjoy some real-life racing every now and then, as long as I don't come away from it with any broken bones, if you know what I mean. Okay, great. Thanks for the input. Thanks for the input, Nick. We will take that into consideration for some future efforts. We're looking to do a slightly shorter, punchier course next week. I think we're going to do the Road to Ruins. So maybe that would be a good opportunity to bump the pace up just a little bit. All right, 2.5 here, folks. Try to here. Well, sorry. Stand-up power. A little harder to control. All right, good, good, good. All right. As long as everybody's ahead of me, I'm happy. Greg, you changed the color of your bike, man. I'm used to that, what is it, green or yellow that I usually see you with. Did Zwift change the color on you? I know half the time I get on my bike in Zwift, my concept bike is a different color than when I last left it. Still haven't figured that out. Okay. All right, Nick, I saw your comment. I'm not really sure. If you got to go, let me know. We'll be seeing you. Oh, okay. You're talking about when you were back there, you had a dropout? Oh, yeah. Gotta love those, right? Man, they always happen at the worst moments in a race when you're at the back of the pack, just barely hanging on, right? You know, in fact, there was an Innsbruck ring race that I lost contact with the group for that very reason. And I found out the culprit. It turned out, even though I have a wired setup here to minimize the potential for slow speeds on my streaming, I ended up finding out that I had my Wi-Fi adapter still on, and I think it was causing interference with my Ant Plus. Now that I routinely check and make sure it's disabled, I haven't had any problems with dropouts. So, all right. All right, try to get through this and regroup. Okay, now we're going to be heading out to the volcano. think we're turning left this time. There we go. That's interesting. On the meetups, they don't show you which direction you're actually going at the turns. They turn that off. Oh, sorry, I missed that little chat. Zwift does not keep those on long enough. I'm sorry. I gotta be looking at that. All right, Nick, I see you. I saw you in the chat. All right, take care, man. Appreciate you riding along with us. All right, we'll see you on the next one. All right, so we got the 4 of us then heading over to the KOM. So, like I said, at your own pace, we'll stop at the top and meet up. Especially if I'm either first or last, we'll regroup, or somewhere in the middle. We'll see. I'm probably going to try to hold. We'll try to hold maybe a 2.7. See if I can do that today. I'm not looking to try to stress myself to the limit. Not looking for a PR today. All right, well, hey, I'm just going to throw in a reminder out there to you folks. We got a bike cadence sensor getting ready to be given away here in 17 minutes. So if you are a follower on Twitch, just type !raffle. Doesn't cost you a thing. You get a free cadence sensor. I don't even care if you sell it on eBay if you want. We do want to give it away, though. Either that, or maybe it's like trying to give away a Sony Walkman these days. I don't know. Maybe a bike cadence sensor is so out of fashion. It's like trying to sell a tube TV at a yard sale. I don't know. Thankfully, it doesn't cost anybody anything. We pay for the shipping too. So. All right, we are just about there. Just about ready to get to get the climbing work in. So get your legs stretched out, folks. We get ready to go here. I don't know how many climbers we got in our group today. If there are any, I'll see you when I get to the top. You just head on up ahead of me. I am not a climber. Anybody who's watched my races knows that's usually where I wave bye to the group. Is at the climbs. You know, sadly, there's even some flat races where I've gotten dropped. You know, just like these brutes that can push out 300 watts, and they're only pushing 3 watts a kilo because they're like 100 kilos or something. It's hard to even stay in the draft in some of those races. It's like a Clydesdale race, I guess. Well, at least I got a feather, and I do plan to use it. All right. Well, you know what they say, Greg, about every ride is a race. We'll see if that holds true on meetup rides. All right. Y'all have fun. I'll see you at the top. All right, here goes. Legs feel a little fresh today. They're almost tempted to try to hang with y'all. I think I'll keep I might bump up my pace to 3.0. It just seems to be what I'm naturally doing right at the moment. We'll see how long I can hold it though. All right, y'all, looking great. Let's see, this might be the best time to zap that. Oh, nope, not. Where am I? Why can't I do this? Let's try this. There we go. Never let a power-up go to waste. Hey, how many of you guys have heard about, it's probably not the best time to be chatting, right, on a climb? How many of you heard about this new boost stuff that Zwift is trying to do? Anybody figure out what they're trying to do about that? It looks like a very convoluted bonus system or power-up system. It maybe at the pro-am level it might be worth having, but for us regular folks, I don't know if I can do the math fast enough to figure out how much watts I want to sacrifice and how much weight I want to sacrifice during an event. I don't know. Seems to be a little bit of a backward step in the power-up realm, if I would say so. All right, need some more air here. Whew. My heart rate's not doing too bad, but my legs are telling me it had a little bit of a workout yesterday. I guess the one saving grace about the volcano is you do get a little reprieve every now and then on the legs with these dips. Just enough to revive you, like a sip of cold water at an oasis. Hey Greg, no worries. We'll be at the top, brother. All right. I wish we could say we're halfway there, but I know that this little break is just an illusion. We are not, in fact, halfway there. I think we usually have a little bit, about 60% left by the time we hit this. Yeah, definitely. I'm 4:28 in, 4:30 in now. For sure, this is going to be over 10 minutes. So, another 6 to go, probably. Oh, now they got flowers on the mountain. I don't remember that. It seems like Zwift is doing more and more little tweaks here to their to the scenery. Rather interesting. Everything kind of gets built out a little more and more here in the game. few touches here, a few touches there. They look really good. All right. When will it end? When will it end? There's almost no point in looking ahead. It's the same thing. Curve to the left. Never ending. All right, yep, we're going to finish up about 10 minutes on the nose almost. Oh no, that's scary. I don't want to see that. That'll be on the blooper reel. That's a brain surgeon's view. Thank you very much. Okay. Oh, we're pretty high up here. We got some meters. 183 worth climbing today. I think that's an exaggeration, though. I don't know. I think elevation looks a little exaggerated in Zwift. We can't. That looks more like 1,000 feet, if I would say so. Over 1,000 feet. All right. 800 meters to go, just about. Time to do an 800-meter sprint. Not. I can zoom out a little bit more. There we go. Get the bird's eye view. Two minutes to go. Whew. Got a lot of sweat here. Must be a humid day today. We got a flyer coming up. You know, if there's one good thing about climbing and Zwift, it's at least the KOMs. You do get bonus drops. You do get bonus drops for riding up. All right. Let's see where this end is. Got to be in sight. Almost. We're almost there, folks. About a minute to go. For me, at least. Where is that arch? Not quite in sight yet. Almost there. We're hitting the big part. All right. We're going to coast to a stop right after the arch. So, all right, there we are. Try to coast to a stop before the grade starts making us pick up speed here. All right. All right, I see you guys up ahead. I'll crawl up to you guys. We got one we're waiting on, and then we'll pick back up. We can all wipe the sweat off. Take a second. and we'll be underway shortly. Wrap this last 14K up. Good workout. Thanks for the challenge, guys. Appreciate it. That was just about right. Let's see. Okay, got 2/10 here. Let me just see where everybody else is at. All right, we got one back here. We're gonna wait on, and then, like I said, we'll be regrouped. So if you need to use the facilities, I think you might have enough time to do that quickly. All right. Greg, let me know if you're still with us. If you're not with us, let me know in the YouTube chat if you decided to bow out today. Okay. I don't know if I can tell if you're back there. Let me try and take a peek here if I can. I cannot. I think I've already started on the junction here that takes us down. All right, let me try this. Greg, if you're coming up fast behind me, give me a heads up. You can keep going at momentum here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see you coming up from behind because of the way this app has me as the last person on the list. Yeah, I can't see where you're at, man. Let me try this. Let's see. We are almost. Okay, all right. Wait a second here. Okay, I see your dot on the screen. I see it. Cool. Hey, that's so cool. Check this out, guys. All right, this is something, if y'all looking and planning on doing. Okay, thanks, Greg. I saw your dot there on the overhead map. The dots here are white for everybody else. You can see someone in the group who's gone ahead that's heading down. And here comes Greg. All right, we're going to go ahead and get rolling. Greg's coming up behind us. And here we go. That's cool. I didn't notice that. The green dots tell you where your group are on the overhead map. That's so helpful. All right, guys. So it's going to be a little hard to keep together on the downhill. But we'll just try to, I don't know, soft pedal, maybe even super tuck if necessary. I don't know. We'll just cruise here. I'll still hold like a 2.0, I guess. I think the rest of y'all probably can super tuck behind me or whatever you want to do. Okay. I don't think we're gonna be going fast enough here to do a super tuck. So just hang with me. I think we'll all be able to stay together. I'll just try to keep it easy here. Whoa. Can't tell what's going on here. It's weird. Yeah, we might have to do some pedaling here to stay together. I don't think the draft is gonna work enough here. Y'all got to remember, I'm a little heavier than most folks, so I tend to barrel down the hills. Let's see. It's always the downhills that are the hardest to stay together on. All right. Okay. Good to see you, Greg. All right. Okay. So finishing this thing up, we're in the home stretch now. Hey guys, I really appreciate y'all. This was a really good first group ride, and speaking of the first giveaway is now completed, and I have to say there is nobody signed up for the raffle, so nobody wants a Garmin cadence sensor. I can't even give it away. So it looks like the first giveaway needs a little tweaking. We'll have to try it again, maybe with something else. I guess I could always throw cold hard cash down, right? Everybody likes that. Now, we're just trying to grow the channel, trying something out. So if you guys are followers on YouTube, one big way you can support the channel, don't have to be a Patreon or anything like that. Just go on over to Twitch and sign up to be a follower on Twitch. That would be a good help for us in terms of growing the community on Twitch, and it would be much appreciated. But until then, I will continue to enjoy these group rides. I really enjoyed the ride and the social aspect today, guys. We'll get it worked out. Zwift doesn't have, I think, the best social setup when it comes to communicating in game. It's a little clunky, but we'll find some way to make it, I think, a little bit better for everyone. I don't know if I'll do Discord on a future group ride, if that's something that can be done, or maybe even Zoom. I don't know how it works. I haven't tried it yet. But you gotta remember, I'm 50 here. I remember the days before the internet. How many of you can say that? I think a couple of you can. But I'm not that much of a dinosaur, and I am sort of in IT, so I do have a little bit of skill. But I'll tell you, you wouldn't know how many moving parts and pieces it took just to try to set up the streaming software with some sort of a cloud bot thing, just to make sure this giveaway was done right, done fair, and a lot of moving parts. I'll say that. All right, folks. Well, we're under about 6 miles to go. Still having trouble translating kilometers to miles. So we're about 15 minutes from the end here. This was a pretty good first group ride, about an hour and 15. So that was pretty good. Like I said, I'm taking suggestions. Hey, appreciate it. Appreciate it to follow. I don't know if any of you caught it. I think it might have my little alert box might have came up on the screen. That would have been cool to see. I didn't catch that. But appreciate the follow. We'll have to try this giveaway again. I'm determined to get rid of this Garmin cadence sensor. So we'll try another giveaway probably next weekend or at the next race. Although frankly, races are a little hard to follow all these extra things that have to go on when you're trying to do a giveaway while you're also trying to race. So we'll probably do another group ride or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Give me some ideas, folks. Things that you'd like to see, things that you'd like to participate in, routes that you'd like to try. Maybe if you're trying to get some route badges under your belt, like the Uber pretzel, and you just don't want to do that kind of an effort solo, let us know. We'll incorporate it in. Even the Uber pretzel, because I've got to do it eventually. I've got to put those miles in eventually for this Fondo. So anyhow, I appreciate you guys joining me today. Almost too beautiful to ride indoors, but this is just as fun, I think. All right, here we go. Get this thing going here. All right, well, we're down to, I'm taking it, we're down to 3. I think the others went off ahead. So for those of you who were with us earlier, appreciate you guys joining us for the ride. Like I say, we'll try to have these on a regular basis. So let us know what your flavor is. Maybe you like the radio tower or the jungle circuit, or maybe you want to do out to Zwift on one of these. I'd love to try to do that. Eventually, I got to work on that that masochist badge too. Yeah. I have no idea. You know, particularly, this is directed particularly to Greg. You know, Greg, when I was working on getting that Tron bike, I had all the motivation in the world to go up out to Zwift. But now that I've got my nice blue bike, I don't think I've actually been to the top of Out to Zwift since. Closest I came was on that hot route ride I did a few weeks back, and I decided to do the Out to Zwift segment, and that was the day the Zwift crash. If y'all remember the great coronavirus Zwift crash of April 2020, and caught it live stream, and I lost all my credit for that. Lost all my credit. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200. All right. Well, we shouldn't have too much more of this this upward grade left before we roll on into the finish. Appreciate you all joining me today. And then we will have the out and back course done. I'm guessing we got to go all the way back to the starting pens. I don't think it's going to finish up. I don't think it technically finishes at the usual sprint finish downtown. Pretty sure we got to go back up into Fuego Flats. All right. We'll do 2.5 again here. We'll try to do on the ups here and the S's. We'll try to do 2.5 here as our bikes sink into the dirt. There we go. Y'all catch that? No wonder it's so hard riding on gravel. These light bikes are slicing through the dirt. Or maybe we gotta go, hey, that's interesting. What direction are we going? Maybe we gotta go over the, we might actually have to go over the reverse KOM. Quite possibly. Another little blip we're gonna have to go over, I guess. I gotta get used to climbing, folks. Can't keep complaining about it. Either that, I'm just gonna have to give up my entry fee to this Fondo and say you can have it. I don't know. Maybe I was crazy to sign up. One thing's for sure, I'll be sure to document it for you all. When I participate in this event, I'll bring some GoPros along, or their equivalent, and we'll get some footage for you. The Handicapted Grand Fondo is a really nice Grand Fondo. I've done a blog about it, so it's not a video blog, so not quite that immersive, but I've done a blog about it. If you guys don't know about it, you can check it out. As far as I know, they're still having the Greenville one this year, so you can still sign up for it. In fact, they typically reward you with a nice discount if you sign up early. So if you check it out and you guys like it, let me know. I might even be able to find you a discount code that can give you an additional discount. So let me know if you guys are planning on attending. We can try to conquer that beast together. That's some serious climbing there. All right, 2.5 again. I think we are. Yeah, we are going over the reverse KOM. All right, if you think you can hang 2.5, we're gonna try to knock this last one out at a decent pace here. But if not, just let me know, or I'll see you. I'll see you in the back there. All right, pick it up a little bit. Gotta find the right gear. All right, keep it right here. Okay. Yeah. I forgot they included this little climb at the end. They snuck that one in on me. Y'all know how much I like those KOM finishes. All right, hopefully we'll be able to get over this thing in no time. Now, the only problem with the interactive trainer is that they want to change the resistance on you so much, so often here. It's hard to hold watts if you don't drop your resistance down to zero, like some folks do in the races here. Keep going, folks. I'm good. Oh wait, okay, yeah, we're good. I see you guys up there. Try to keep it steady. All right. Got a little downhill here. And then back up again. Okay. Here we go. Right on. So how many of you are looking forward to some updates in Zwift? Oh, okay. Hey, sorry about the chat. I've been paying attention to the pace here so much I neglected the chat. My apologies. So SARS H3. As far as a trainer goes, I don't personally know anybody who uses it, so I cannot vouch one way or the other. But I can give you some general recommendations. Wheel-on trainers are good for an entry-level point into the sport, lowest cost of entry. So if it's a wheel-on trainer, they're all pretty decent, I would say, as long as they have compatibility for the axle type that you need, and the bike type for that matter. You know, if you're looking for support of a gravel bike or a mountain bike, although I wouldn't use knobby tires on a wheel-on trainer, but you can get a lot of compatibility with a wheel-on trainer because it doesn't involve any of the drivetrain that you have. It's independent of that. So if that's your situation, if you got like an 8-speed bike or some other odd speed bike, then wheel-on is the way to go. If it's a direct drive trainer, then you have to look at your price point and what you're looking to use it for. You're looking to use it for racing, for example. Then you want to look at power and people's general experiences in terms of responsiveness. So, like for me, I use an Elite brand trainer. It's great for the interactive part. It controls very well. Its power was tended to follow the terrain pretty well. Where it lacked is it tended to require calibration pretty frequently, as well as sorry guys, go ahead and keep going. It tended to require a little bit more calibration than I expected from it, and if you want to do like a arrow tuck, the thing tends to spin down to zero quite slowly. So I didn't find it as good for racing from that point of view. So direct drive trainers are great for workouts, for being able to reach higher powers. If you're looking for the top of the cream of the crop as far as racing is concerned, it seems like most everybody's on a Wahoo kicker. If you're using the kicker as your power source. Now, for me, I'm perfectly happy with my my trainer. It's pretty quiet. It works smoothly. It's compatible with my bike, and costs a good bit less than some of the Wahoo products. But what I use for my main power source is my pedals, and it gives me the best responsiveness and the most accurate power with the convenience of easy calibration for those races. So that's my recommendation. I think I haven't heard anything bad about Saris in terms of defects, so I think you're okay there. I would just do some research. DC Rainmaker, and you've got GP Llama. They tend to do a lot of reviews, some more in-depth reviews and long-term reviews you can find out there to find out whether the longevity of the SARS makes sense. All right, Terry, good to see you in the chat. Yeah, I know what you mean. I really tried to save a little bit left of the legs for today. I did a moderately hard ride yesterday. All right, we're up at the KOM already. So try and keep it fairly easy. It's been mostly a tempo effort for me today, so not too bad. We'll see you out on some future group ride. Feel free to let me know your interest in terms of course and speed or power, and we'll try to accommodate those on future efforts. All right. Hey, I appreciate you, Mr. Whitworth and Greg here, keeping this group together. You guys are doing a great job. I know I probably haven't been the steadiest group ride leader here today. Maybe they can make a feature for these meetups where the group leader can go into erg mode and just set a wattage to hold. That'd actually be pretty convenient. One less thing to have to figure out on these group rides. All right, last few kilometers, folks. We can call this route done and dusted. You know, when this routes achievement first came out in Zwift, I thought, well, that's kind of a useless achievement. I mean, if you're going to ride around Zwift anyway, why do you need to have a badge to say that you went around the volcano circuit, you know? But there's actually a reason behind it, and that is the experience points. So if you're new to Zwift, let's say you're under level 20 and you're looking for some of those nicer bikes, hitting some of these route achievements can be a way to get some quick XP. I know when I did, what did I do yesterday? I did Mirror in the Mountain, or I forget which route it was. But it was like, no, I can't remember what the achievement was for that one. But the other one that we did, gosh, I can't remember it. It was like 900 XP to finish it. I thought, wow, that's a good bonus there to just to ride a route that you're going to ride anyway, you know. All right, guys, I'll pick up the pace a little bit here. We'll get this thing closed out. Sorry, I'm just gabbing away. You know how it is. So actually, you know, there's there's actually a method behind the madness of these route achievements. They're not just there to take up space. They actually give you bonus XP. So it's worth a while to take a peek at the ones that you haven't done and try to knock them out. That's actually what I'm about to do today with this out and back, which I have not done yet. So we'll see how many XP you get for that. All right, y'all up to 2.5. 2.5 up the grade here to finish. Try to get this finished. Well, we didn't make it under 115, unfortunately. Pretty close, though. All right, under 2K to go. I think we are going to finish up here at the pins, I'm guessing. The starting pins. And we'll have some more road miles or kilometers towards that current mission in May. Oh, hey, you know what? Speaking of missions, the brand of trainer that I use, Elite, is having a league or series coming up in May on another platform called Be Cool. I'm looking to try it out. I've always been intrigued since I first saw it, the Be Cool platform, and I've wanted to give it a try. So I'm probably going to do that. You guys are you might see me temporarily leaving Zwift to try some racing on that platform just to see what it's like. And during the month of May, that is. And we'll still Zwift, but and I might even race in Zwift at the same time. We'll see. Depends on how hard it is. The only thing that really that's really kept me from checking out Be Cool more seriously in the past has been the possibility that I'm just going to ride there with a bunch of bots and race against a bunch of computer player characters, which is really no fun. So. All right, we're almost at the finish. All right, well, gentlemen, it has been a sincere pleasure today. We knocked out 40 kilometers today. That's weird. Somehow I don't remember it being a 40-kilometer route, but, well, there it is. All right. Good bit of climbing, good bit of miles today. Appreciate you guys. And those who joined earlier and had to leave out, appreciate your participation. Keep an eye out on Strava and on the streams. We'll announce future group rides and we'll send out the invites. All right, where is this finish line here? Okay, I see it. I see it on the display. I did. I'm still waiting for my credit for my route achievement here. I don't think I got it yet. 840 experience points, all right. Well, that'll be a nice chunk of change. If I get credit for it. Did I get credit for it yet? Did it pop up on my screen and I didn't pay attention to it? I don't see. Maybe I gotta go all the way to the arch. I hope I don't. I don't know, folks. If you're looking to do the out and back, you might have to go to the arch. But for those of you who join me on the ride, we'll be seeing you. Greg, Mr. Whitworth, appreciate you riding with me. I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm going to try to diagnose why I didn't get credit. Or maybe I did and I just didn't pay attention. Let's see here. Out and back. Where are you? No. No, not finished yet. All right. Well, I got to get those 800 points. Yeah, the arch. Okay. Well, here we go. All right, it's time to go arch hunting here. Maybe I'll turn it into a little sprint. A little 30-second sprint here. Why not? I haven't done any sprint training this week. Yep. That's what we're going to do. All right, get ready for the sprint. See if I can do it under 35. That'd be really good if I could do that. All right, get ready. Let's see where it's starting. All right. Almost. All right. Now it's officially done. Hey, Arrow. How you doing, buddy? Whew. Nice little sprint there. All right. Yeah, those are some long sprints. Good training, though. Good training. All right, folks. Well, we'll see you around. Got a little mini cool down to do here. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys. Hey, thanks for joining today. God bless. And as always, finish strong. Take care.